Hey y'all, how you doing? Kathy, Crystal, Christina, Z-Man, I think I saw you. I am dropping the link. Yeah, we gotta have some fun. Christina, get your butt up here. I don't care how you talk. I am absolutely not worried. How y'all doing? Hello, Mr. Shane.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Um, had kind of a rough day.
Dang it.
I, yeah, it was kind of rough.
You okay now?
Yeah, I think I'm okay for a minute or two. Oh, I may not stay here on here very long. I may go to bed here in about an hour.
I understand. I'm gonna try not to go 5 hours, that's for sure.
Oh,
Okay,
I
so
know
let's.
that's right. That's a little
Let's
rough
see.
on me.
Hello.
Hi, Crystal.
Shane, I'm sorry to hear you're not feeling good.
It's
Me
not
too.
that I'm not feeling good. It's just I stayed up way too late last night and just then I made a few phone calls and one of them I wish I wouldn't have, but I'm glad I did, and it just really broke my heart.
Well,
So I
I know
just,
when you get in these chat rooms like this, you get to talking and cutting up, and you don't even catch the time.
well, I was pointing out a few things, and I wasn't happy about it.
Uh,
So, and it wasn't no one saying anything bad about me. Don't get me wrong, guys. It was someone pointing out some things about me that I'm not me anymore, like I used to be, and it really hurt my heart.
I get, I bet.
It did. It hurt my heart.
I'm sorry.
So I was,
I can't if I don't know you. Like we know each other, but not. If I see like Dorinda started crying, even if I didn't know her, I would start crying. I've always done that. I got a thick skin, but I got a soft heart.
oh, that's me. That's me. I got thick skin. Hell, you can't puncture my skin. Probably with a forklift and a stinger. But yes, I got a big heart.
Sorry it's
But
so loud.
when it gets turned back on you, and you get
Yeah,
showed things, I it really hurt my heart.
yeah,
It really.
Shane. But love who you are. You gotta love who you are before somebody will love you.
And
Well, and I've got some issues that I'm working on, and I just haven't been working on very damn hard apparently, and there's some things that can be showed that's I'm not the same man that I used to be on the internet 6 months ago, and I was showed that. And I've got to get that
I'm
back.
I'm
I've
not
got to get.
understanding.
I've become mean. Like twice yesterday, I blowed up. Once on Chuck's and once on Bonnie's. I just get mean. All of a sudden, and
Yeah, but that could be partly due to your medication, Shane.
Well, and I got off that medication that made me feel that way. I just,
Yeah, but even the other medication could be doing that to you also.
well, and it could be, but it could be due to the alcohol. And I don't like being that person. I do not. And it was pointed out to me today. And it made sense. And trust me, I'm not so thick skinned that I can't take criticism. No. Give me constructive criticism and I'll take it all day long. And I got some today.
I'm sorry.
It was very heartbreaking.
I'm very
Wasn't
sorry
you,
that
Bonnie?
happened to you.
Well, Bonnie, no, and it needed to happen. Because I made a pact that when I wake up in the morning, no matter how bad I call them Tourette's or my shakes are, I'm not going to drink tomorrow. I will not drink tomorrow. I'm going to quit again, just like I did for 3 or 4 months. I'm going to quit
Yeah,
again.
but the doctor also said for you to slow down first rather than just quit.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
step
but
down.
yeah, but
Step down for a
here's the
minute.
problem. Here's the problem. That was permission to get as overboard as I was getting, and that's why I got so damn mean. I guess because I was just drinking way too much, and I just can't do that. And so I'm just going to quit tomorrow. I did it once before. I did it cold turkey, October 4th when they shipped my ass out on a Metaflight. I quit cold turkey and didn't touch it again until uh, New Year's Eve. And I was going to have a drink with some friends. And I did. And the next night I had a drink or two. And the next night I had a drink or two. And the next time I have a 12 pack. And the next time I had 18 pack. It just got worse, you know. It just got worse. And it's been out of hand. And I knew it has been. And my brother, he's been trying to help me cut down. So he'll only go get me so much. Because I can't drive right now. Because I get out in a vehicle and you start looking back and forth and all that, and I get dizzy headed. So I, so he's been helping me. I want to tell you, my brother, he's a sight. He talks like a sailor, and you know, JB tested positive for flower disease. Well, slow. That is kind of funny. That is kind of funny. That, yeah. So anyway, enough about me. Enough about me. I just want to jump on here and talk to Bonnie and for a few minutes, and then I probably won't be on here long.
We love you, Shane.
Well, thank you.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
We only want the best for you. We want to keep you around.
Yeah, I kind of like being around. I like waking up on the right side of dirt.
Mm-hmm. Above
I'm
ground,
really not a
especially.
big fan. Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of waking up on the other side of dirt. I'm not
No.
really a big fan of that.
Any day on the any day on top of the earth is better than a day below earth.
Well, I know that shit's right, and I got to start looking out for that too. So I'm not no young pup. So
Yeah, but take it slow. Don't jump in it head first. Just take it slow.
Well,
Yeah. What, Bonnie?
uh, just
Yes.
sometimes that's hard to do too.
Yeah,
Yep.
it is. I'm
You-
usually all or nothing, so I'd rather just go all. Either you're going to do it or you're not, and that's just how I
Yep.
am. That's how I've been. So
Well,
I'm
that's
just going to
how I
go
quit.
all nothing, and if my blood
Yep.
pressure spikes, then I'll just take more damn petroleum pills and knock it down. And
Well,
And that's what I was going to tell you. If it gets bad, call your doctor. There's a medication that they can give you for that.
oh yeah,
and
I've got them. They're all sitting right here next to me, and I just don't like taking them. I've cut them all down. I only take one a day now of all that crap. I don't like taking crap.
they give you something for your nerves.
Yes, they did. They give me some
Why
anxiety.
don't you? Yeah. Why don't you just while you're trying to stop, just for a few days, take that where you can get over the DT kind of. It might help you some. Where you're not.
That
Because
one,
those anxiety medicine I was on
Uh huh.
was wanting me to rip people's arms off, and
it's
Oh, okay.
it
No.
was making me mean. And I haven't been that way in 25 years.
Well, no, don't touch that then.
Yeah, no. So I can't go back to that. I will not go back to that.
Shane, all I can do is pray for you, brother.
yeah, just do that, Crystal.
And that's it. That's it.
And we're
And
all here for you.
I'll do the same.
You know, I'm just a line away.
Yeah. An 8.5 hour line away.
You know what I mean.
I know. You're a phone call away.
Our meeting or whatever. It's not a YouTube meeting.
Gigi, yeah, the stuff I was on was, I don't know, it's some kind of petroleum drug. It was, but yeah, it helped for a little bit. It kept my anxiety down. But then I just started getting evil, mean thoughts. And they said, well, if you start thinking you're going to commit suicide, let us know. And I'm thinking, no, I'm not going to commit suicide. I may commit suicide, but it ain't going to be on me. And my nephew wasn't comfortable with that.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would be.
Yeah. He was like, oh, what are we going to do? And I said, I'm done with them. So I went from, I was supposed to take one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and went from that to just one in the morning. And then after I almost got out of line one day here at the house, I said, okay, I just quit taking them damn things. I said, nope. Like I said, I always try to keep my head. I'm just not saying I do, but I always try.
They put me on some medicine one time. It made me so doped up that I would be holding a spoon in my hand, fixing to take a bite and go to sleep. And I was drooling. They told me, you need to wean yourself off that. I said, screw that. I just got off of it. No, I
I
don't
did
want to.
wean myself off.
Yeah,
I
I know.
I did
I don't.
wean myself.
Go ahead.
No, I just saying I did wean myself. Like I said, I went from two
Yeah,
to one, and then I went to none.
yeah, because I couldn't be doing that. I want to be mellow, but I don't want to be asleep. I don't want to sleep all day. What kind of life is that?
No, no, and I can't be tired, and I can't
Yeah,
be. I've got to be up and moving, so I get exercise, and so I got to be very careful of what I get on
yep,
because I want to be outside moving If not, what good is it going to do to take all the crap in the world, no matter what it is, if you're going to lay on the couch and just wither away?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
make
see,
no
I
damn
have to
sense.
take, yeah, I have to take stuff at night to make me go to sleep because I got insomnia. It's like my head, the old timey slides. It's like when I go to lay down to sleep, it activates and it just switches to different film things, but it's not all the same thing. So I have to take it to where to make my mind calm down to where I could go to sleep.
Oh, if people only knew what went through my mind all the time. And
Uh,
that's why I have a hard time. And
I'll be back in a minute, Bonnie.
that used to be my excuse for drinking because I could drink, I don't know, 6 or 12 pack. And I could lay down and just pass out. And I didn't have to think. Yeah, Nikki B, I have been doing that. And it's been helping a lot. I'm going to tell you, my mind never shuts down. It's like a submarine engine. It never quits. It's always churning. My mind don't quit. It's even makes my brother mad because my mind has got so much stupid crap in it and so much knowledge in it. He gets upset with me. And he just tells me we'll be sitting in a restaurant talking to people I don't even friggin' know or he don't even know, but well, just call my brother and he'll give him my number up. Just call my brother. He'll tell you. I was like, damn. And then it activates my mind on a different subject. So yeah, no, I'm constantly my mind is in overdrive 24/7. So it's I'm gonna have to figure out something that will let me slow my mind down. I just don't know what that is. I know what would be. I know it would be.
No, dear.
Did you see that?
are you in
Gigi,
short still, Bonnie?
I did. I didn't understand it, but yes, I did see what you put up there above.
But
I said, Bonnie, are you still in shorts?
no, I put jeans on because it's going to get down to 59. And I don't know when. Maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, but
Hey,
I could let y'all
we
see
were,
my white legs.
we were up to 37 degrees today. Woohoo!
We were 96. Well, you probably saw me say that on checks.
Yeah.
It was hot.
Well,
Gigi,
37 degrees for us is hot too.
Why don't she just come up here and talk to you?
yeah, I know that's right
Well,
because
why
shit,
don't she just
I
text
get
you?
tired of reading, and I ain't got my damn glasses on, so
She said, no more rye for me, Shane.
Ride?
Rye. You know how she drinks her rye?
Oh,
She said, no more.
I don't know about all that, but that's on her.
yep.
Now today was rough. Somebody kept me up until 4 o'clock in the morning and just beating me up, and then
Oh, yeah.
4:45 or something like that, and then go to bed. And then everybody decides they want to call me before noon, and so I get 6 phone calls before noon, and I'm thinking, I'm going to rip somebody's freaking head off here in a minute.
I
Say
know
the
it
hell
wasn't me. I wasn't up till noon.
No, I know. No, I got up at 9 or 10, and did a few things, and thought, shoot, I need to get a nap. So I thought, well, I'll go take a 30-minute nap. And I went in back over to bed and laid down, and at 1:30 I woke up and I thought, yeah, no, that's not me. I don't do that crap. No. Well, I made myself get up. Well, no,
I can lay down for a nap. Okay, I'll tell my kids I'm going for a nap. And I can wake up 6 hours freaking later.
yeah,
Oh
and
my goodness.
I just try not to do that because, man, I got too many things during the day to do. So I was outside running around the day in the yard and checking out my truck, and because I haven't been in it in a while, but everybody else has.
Mm-hmm.
I blowed up about that, so now I got one of my hands. He's coming over in the morning, and he's going to go detail it. I don't. I told people, I said, all right, when you're in my truck, if it ain't in there when you get in there, it will not be in there when you get out. Get that crap out of my truck. And people don't. They just leave their damn trash in your damn truck.
Yep, they
I'm
don't
like,
care.
yeah, I'm like, uh-uh. And even my brother knows. You jack with my truck, my red one, not my 1 ton or my white one or any of that, but you jack with my red one, I get a little pissy.
Yeah, but a guy lives next to me. My dumb butt went over to my best friend's house, left my phone there, and her daughter-in-law and her daughter-in-law's daughter work at Winn-Dixie, so she had to go pick them up. I had to get my next door neighbor to take me to get my phone, and his truck is awesome. He just got a new one. Cost him $45,000. It was nice too.
I ain't paying that much for a vehicle ever. No.
Well, he's old. Might as well spend the money while you can.
Yeah, that's my mother's excuse. Whatever. I'm just not doing it.
No, well, I say I ain't got the money to do shit like that.
No. I just keep my car that I
Well, I
hate
say I ain't got the money.
with the rock hard seats. I can't see chat, so I had to put it on my phone.
I had to do that.
See if they're dropping any.
Man, the wind was like really bad earlier today in Florida. Well, where I am.
It's a little
I thought,
breezy. It's not
you know,
bad. It's
I thought we were gonna have storms, and somebody said we're supposed to have it today and tomorrow.
Yeah,
Well, tomorrow.
we had a warning come out that was it come out this morning, but the wind didn't kick in. But it was a high wind warning from today through tomorrow till 7 or 9 o'clock. Then we had fires. I
I was gonna
smelled
say,
them this morning, and I'm like, something burning. Well, come to find out, we have two fires in the county, and luckily the wind changed directions and started blowing south, so it pushed it away from.
mm, you know why y'all got fires out there, right?
Well, yeah,
because
because
it's
with the
dry.
desert, with the
Not
desert,
just that.
We need rain.
They got weapons. They got things to change the weather manipulation. Yeah,
Fucking
I heard
bad.
earlier, Shane, that your brother's house was more close to the fire than you were.
Yeah,
The
my
old.
brother's house was they told see my brother has a rental trailer behind him
Mhm. Mhm.
because he's on 2 acres and there's a trailer there and he rents it out. And my brother was here or headed here to my place because he had been, working.
Mhm.
And yeah, they told them to evacuate because they couldn't get the damn fire to go out. Well,
Damn.
then the wind changed directions and they was fine.
Cool. Cool beans.
Yeah.
I was worried about that because I got the tail end of
Shoot.
about you, and I was like, "What's wrong with Shane?" Somebody tell me what happened, and they said, "No, no, no. It was about the fire." I thought it was health wise.
No, no. It was about the fire.
Yeah. Well,
Having
hello,
good shoot.
hello, Jason.
Oh,
Didn't
Chuck,
know anybody was backstage, and
Jason.
Oh, shoot. I was on mute again. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hello.
Hey.
Hey,
hello.
Bonnie. How's it going, Bonnie? Good to see
Good.
you,
How are
Bonnie. How you
you?
doing, Shane? How you doing, Crystal? Good to
I'm
see you,
doing all.
Dorinda. How you doing, Dorinda? How you doing, Chuck? Good to see
I'm
everyone.
here.
Good to see you, Chuck.
Whatever.
It's my flag.
Yeah, I have a flag like that hanging. I've got a you know the things that people get married up under, but it could be wood. It's
Arch.
Talking about a
archway.
brand.
I've got a wooden archway in between my fence, and I've got a flag like that on up in the air, and it flies.
Isn't that called an easel? No, that's not an easel. That's called
A veranda or an archway or I can't remember the rest
It's
of
an
it.
archway. It's like, but they made it wooden.
Gazebo.
Gazebo? No,
Well,
gazebo you walk into.
yeah. If it's just it's an
Yeah, it's
arch.
just an archway.
If you're a real true redneck, it's a swing set with a sheet over it.
Uh,
And that's when I move. I have a new flag because this one's getting pretty
Yep.
tore up from the wind, and I will have a pole. But then I was told, don't hang any flags. Go gray.
hey,
Don't draw attention.
I got a question for y'all. I've always heard if the flag touched the ground that you gotta burn it.
Pretty much.
You're
If
never
it,
supposed to let it touch the ground. But yeah, any.
basically, if
I,
it gets spoiled, but I think I'm not military. I don't know for exactly. I've done it both ways before. If it gets on the ground, don't get nothing on it. I don't do it. I just stand it back up. But if it falls and gets mud or grease or anything on it, then you burn it. You got to burn it.
and we used to have a VFW that you took your old flags to, and they disposed of it however it was supposed to be done. And
Oh, that's cool.
they closed our VFW down, so
Well, all these people that go out there and burn it just for the hell of it, I want to put them on a bus and send them over to another country.
well, we'll send them where they want to be. If they think another country's so damn great, let's just send them back there.
Can't we just
Jeff
reload?
Riddle. If you're in the Jeff Riddle, if you're in the chat, don't say anything about adorable.
I haven't seen him.
Don't say anything about
I haven't
adorable.
seen him.
Oh, geez.
I don't even know what this adorable stuff is about.
Well, I think it might be because I used to say on my own. I used to say in Jeff Riddle's stream that I was adorable. I guess because I was a cat. That's all I remember.
Yes, Canadian Patriot. It's a arbor.
tell me y'all didn't hear that.
What?
I heard
I
something.
didn't.
Hey Shane, am
Didn't
I the
hear
only one
what?
here that doesn't smoke? Am I the only one here that
Probably.
doesn't smoke or drink? Maybe I'm
Probably.
wrong,
Probably.
but no, maybe Chuck doesn't. Maybe Chuck doesn't.
I don't drink.
Oh no, Chuck
Chuck-
smokes. I just saw him smoke a few minutes ago.
Chuck smokes, but he don't. I don't know.
I'm
he
the only
drinks.
one that doesn't smoke, I guess.
I guess so, Jason. Just keep it that way.
Yeah. You're right.
Because the more stressed you get, the more you do.
Agreed, Canadian Patriot. Agreed.
But
I don't drink because I ain't got nobody to drink with.
Yeah, Biggie said that.
All I do is what I'm doing now.
Well, I'd
Well,
say
I mean,
come
I
visit me,
smoked my
but I'm
cigarette.
The
Come
private
tomorrow,
chat
I'm
makes you think that
probably-
people are writing in the private chat. It said 8 new messages, but it's just
Jason,
comments.
Shane was trying to talk.
no. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Shane was trying to. Oh, I thought Chuck was trying to talk. Well, what? Anyways, whoever was talking, I guess. Sorry if I interrupted, but hey, Shane. According to 1A, 2A. I don't think I know him, but 1A, 2A told me that I was acting like a human yesterday when I ended you guys' stream. When I left panel yesterday, he said, "Jason, thanks for being human today." I was like, "Thanks." Okay, what
Well,
is
you
that?
were.
Anyways,
Just keep
so
on doing it.
Yesterday you were a unicorn.
yesterday I was a
Maybe
what?
maybe he was just
I was a what?
he was just a eunuch. Maybe it was
Unicorn.
just a eunuch.
Get it?
Did Bonnie say that, or did Dorinda say that?
My wife did.
I
You
did.
don't,
Chuck's
even know who you,
wife.
you don't even know who you are.
Oh,
No,
okay,
I
okay.
don't. I'm just being a smart ass.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, that's fine.
I get it from Chuck.
You got to run with me. You got to have good
I
comeback.
couldn't eat my dinner. I couldn't eat all my dinner. I had potato wedges and chicken strips. I couldn't eat all the chicken strips. They gave me like 5 of them. But the bad news is there was only one that was actually edible. The other 4 were harder than a rock. That one was softer than heck. That was good. But the other 3 or 4 were pretty dang hard, so I just didn't eat them. That was gross.
I had steak 'em.
We had potato wedges
2
today
of them
too.
were edible. The other 3 were harder than a rock. So I just put them in the fridge.
I stopped. It's a place called Chester's Chicken. They sell it out of convenience stores, and they got chicken strips. And I got my boy 4 of them earlier. And I didn't realize how big they were. They looked like somebody deboned a chicken breast, the whole damn thing, and then fried it.
Oh wow.
She goes, "You want 3 or 4 of them?" I figured strips ain't gonna be that. Well, hell, it's the normal price for it. I think 3 was $7.99 and 4 was $8.99. I said, just give him 4. And he wanted mac and cheese. He got in the truck and he pulled one of them out. It looked like half a damn chicken breast, or half one side of a chicken breast. So basically, them 4 pieces was 2 whole chicken breasts off of 2 chicken.
Tell them how big them potato wedges were.
And then the potato wedges got their, whatever you call them things, hell, were 8 inches long and probably 2 inches square. And I'm like, damn, we got mutant chickens and mutant potatoes up
Yep.
here.
And they were all soft and good.
So he ate on it twice, and he said he still got 1 left. He's big on chicken. He likes steak too and pork chops, but not much of anything else. He won't eat tacos. He don't care nothing about a hamburger.
Yeah.
Me, I'm just the opposite. I'm like Wimpy off of Popeye. I love them damn hamburgers.
Man, I can't believe next weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend is Easter. Uh-huh.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. It's either the 16th or the 17th.
Shane, you can break the stride of the other thing. Just get you an Easter Bunny outfit and show up and hop around in front of Bonnie.
Yeah, I'd look like an Energizer bunny.
I guess that'd be better than the Peter Pan outfit, though.
Well, I know that's right. 'Cause, man, everybody keeps trying to put me in one of them.
So
but
it's
I'm
got to
like,
be pink.
Unless it's an Easter Bunny outfit that's from Playboy, then you'd look funny. But
You look like a deranged Easter bunny.
See, now that's going to bring up a whole nother thing. Everybody's going to be saying, "You need that bunny costume from Playboy Mansion and or green tights," and I'm thinking, okay, I'll put either one on. If Bonnie allows me to, I will.
Like a deranged Easter bunny.
I'd put it all on and then put me a kilt on and some alien antennas on it, and they'd come out and say, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I escaped." Like I used to say, fucked up like a soup sandwich, huh?
I'm going to tell you, I got to putting on some of that crap. It's like now I look like transvestite or something, and with
I
issues.
won't know you.
Yeah.
Shane, I think the way we look and big as we are, I don't think they confuse us for one of them unicorns.
You sure?
Well, I'm going to tell you, if they did this, they would be going, ain't jacking with that dude.
he might like me and take it.
Yeah. And that's like, this guy kept calling my brother, excuse the language, but gay. And my brother, he's mean enough, and he is tough enough to take about anybody down. And he says, "You know what? If I am, you know what's going to happen? If I throw your ass to the ground and I beat you up, you know what's going to happen next?" So you might want to be very careful about what you say about me. Because if you'll take that implication, you can figure out what he meant. And I want to tell you, them people backed up. They was like, well, okay, yeah, we're out of here. They backed up and just went on. He didn't even have to get in a fight.
Good night, Nikki. Hello, Shep.
Hey, Shep. Good night, Nikki. Yeah, my wife, we all a bunch of our friends together had this one guy as a friend. His name was Bill, and everybody called him $3 Bill. And that boy was sweet as pudding. And
Big as you.
and hell, he's like 6'3", 6'4", probably 250. Look, dressed like a lumberjack in flannels and stuff like that. And he's as fruity as a nanner patch. And one of them boys over one night said, "You keep looking at me. I want you to quit staring at my butt." And he goes, "Boy, about what you said, if I wanted it," he goes, "I know enough different things." He goes, "If I want that ass, I'll just take it."
Oh my goodness.
and that's it. You know, it's one of those deals. Don't jack with me. I'll take what I want. So don't even jack with me.
We used to call our house the McDonald's.
Yeah, Buffet. He lived in San Francisco in the early 70s. And that's when they did all that bashing, going out a bunch of guys at bars to go find one gay guy and beat him up. And he said he learned from a couple different martial artists over there. He's like second or third degree black belt. He goes, after the first 6 months or so, he said we started hanging out in twos, and he goes, pretty much after that, them guys quit trying to fool with us, because when they get tied up in a knot, he goes, they quit messing with you.
Yeah, I went through that. I went to that when I was a teenager. I got tired of getting beat up.
Well, my brother, he was on junior and senior. When he was a ninth grader, he was in varsity, and then he got into playing varsity and playing the 12th grade one, and he also wrestled, so nobody let it mess with him. He almost won. He come in second place in the wrestling matches and stuff, and he could have went to college on his football.
Huh.
Okay, Bonnie, go ahead.
Oh, really?
I'm
I
sorry,
saw the
honey.
fingers. I saw the fingers.
First of all,
I'm
y'all were
sorry.
talking about Easter a while ago. And this year, they're going to have a memorial of Jesus Christ's death held on April the 15th And this is people across the world. It's worldwide. And it's going to be after sunset, an example
Hey, one
of Jesus' Last Supper. Just wanted to tell y'all that.
What is it for?
Hello, 1A2A.
prayer thing or something.
Oh,
If you can, Bonnie, send that to my email so I can let Vicky look at it.
Okay.
Hey,
I'm gonna
1A2A. I
And
did
do
it
that.
again. I got it right this time, brother.
Hey, what's up? Hey, by the way, was that Bonnie? Who is that here? Is there somebody in panel that I don't know of? That's new or something? I keep hearing different voices. I'm confused.
No,
Oh, is that Chuck? It must be Chuck's. Oh, is that Chuck's friend or something?
Chuck's
My wife.
wife.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Her
I
name
was
is
confused.
Vicky.
I thought maybe it was Alley Cat. I didn't know who was here. Huh.
Hello, Z-Man.
hi, Jason. I'm Chuck's wife, Vicky. I'm in the background.
Oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Robert.
It's supposed to be 65 here tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, Thursday. I don't know what's going to be tomorrow.
It's
Supposed to be
74
65 on Thursday. That'll be nice.
Florida where I'm at.
As I was telling Bonnie earlier, we were at 37 today, and it was beautiful outside.
Woohoo!
Woohoo!
I think
Getting
we got.
up there.
I think we got to 87.
Hey, Dorinda, how hot does it get there where you're at?
In the summertime, which is July and August, like you guys, we can get 90s and 100s.
Oh,
Up into
okay.
100s.
But it's not like
So, Dorinda, is it really cold there until May or June? Oh, sorry, Chuck.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes.
Oh.
We've had really cold weather, so that we're still wearing our winter coats the first week of June.
Damn.
And then by the second, like the third, almost the third week
You
of
gonna
June.
sleep?
We were driving from Marble Falls. I set it up.
Oh, okay.
you'll see some here in the States wearing the coats in June, but usually they got burns on their lips and stuff.
Have you heard about the
Dorinda.
Russian
That
going
wasn't
on
nice.
I know.
some chemical or factory or something
Nuclear.
in Ukraine? Not nuclear, but it was chemical. It was some kind of acid that, as soon as it merges with oxygen, becomes
Hey,
a gas.
Bonnie, you know we hear all
And
that?
it's a poison gas.
Okay, Dorinda. What's it called where
dear.
you live? That name that I love so much.
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario.
What's it called where you live? That name. Sault Ste. Marie.
Oh yeah, it does sound
Yeah.
good.
And
Or we call
do you
it
speak
Sault,
French?
Ontario. Yes.
Yes, you
There
speak
are-
French.
Well, I
Yes.
can. I'm not great at it anymore. I used to be totally fluent. But I moved here and there's more Italians than there are French. So I learned how to swear in Italian. That's about all I picked up in Italian.
So you know what that means, huh?
Yep.
I picked up on the nasty
The only
words
thing I
of
could do in
the
French, and I learned
Spanish
it for 4
people,
years,
Mexican people.
was
But yeah, no, I
Hey,
used to be.
1A, why don't you come up here with me?
I used to be totally fluent. I would translate everything into French before I would translate it back into English when I was younger. I
And
lived
did
in a
y'all-
French community.
Did y'all hear anything about Russia blowing up something that when the acid hits the air, it turns toxic in the air? Is that what
I don't think it was Russia, but whatever.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's
it was
probably blamed on them.
and
It's probably the
not
Nazis.
advising the people to.
Well, I'm telling you, Dorinda, yeah, they're killing their own people over there.
Yeah, well, a certain group is,
Russia. That's all you hear.
a certain group of them is, and then the special forces from Russia caught a bunch of them because they were blaming them for stuff and acting stupid. And they caught them, and I guess got video of them admitting what they've been doing.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is these people are killing their own people, and they're blaming Russia, and Ukraine is doing it to themselves, and then blaming Russia. So it's, world news. Russia's killing Ukraine.
Yeah, running around the what they call it. I can't remember. It begins with a U, but anyway, or shooting common people in neighborhoods and then laughing about it and doing stuff, and then they got a face recognition on them, and they got them boys, and I guess the boys are admitting to what they did and who told them to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we water.
The United States was pushing some of that.
Oh, I listened to some kids and an adult over there in Ukraine talking about, their own people. The Nazis there were trying to kill them, and they were running from one place to another. Have a good night. Have a good night at work.
Thank you.
And yeah, a bunch of craziness. They were blowing up things over there where people were sleeping.
Yeah, and then they hand out guns, and the ones they handed them out to were the worst people to give them to, the gangs and stuff.
Yep.
It's mounted still.
So they went from people, a lot of them went from being nuisances to rapists, armed robbers, and murderers.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye.
Have a good night, baby.
Sorry, guys. That was my.
I love
Bye, Vicky.
Yeah, she hollered by. I don't know if you heard her.
Yeah, I heard her.
That was my Russian, not Russian. I was reading Russia. My Hungarian, probably soon to be son-in-law, and he believes that Ukraine is being taken over. We're not on agreement on that, but his mother is in Hungary, and she is coming Thursday to get away from what's going on there.
Well, I think Russia's taking over, Ukraine, and they need to. All that
It's
stuff.
part of Russia.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
you trying to take something that's yours anyway?
Only
That's
reason
right.
they're isolated because they're the Khazarian area. And when they were exiled out of Russia itself, that they gave them that place to go.
Oh, Taiwan's next. And then I heard one other place.
Turkey.
No, this was like where all the stars and everybody goes, and it's
Monaco, Morocco.
no. I don't know if y'all seen the little. It's not little, big thing where kids are pouring water into it.
I think I know what you're talking about. I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, that place. I don't know the name of it. I can't remember. If somebody said it, I would know it, but yeah,
It's like
that place.
It's like Big Epstein Island.
Yeah, it's bad.
They have like bathhouses and stuff like there in the open where small children bathe grown-ups.
Yep.
I don't know. Mexico's getting bad, like really bad.
I wouldn't
Even
doubt it.
even like Acapulco is a big tourist attraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think they're doing with these young kids and teenagers and women? They're trafficking them, and then some of the kids
Yeah,
uh, that are like in their teen years, they get them and try to get guns in their hands and stuff like that.
they're doing that down there. They are arming their kids.
Yep.
I just saw a news reel on that. This lady was reporting from there, showing the pictures of the kids with same type of clothes on, bandanas over their face, and they all have guns. And the parents are teaching them how to use them as a last defense. If the parents get killed, they want their kids to have a chance for survival.
Yeah.
That's that's I can't even.
I can't even stand them having to do that. You know what I mean?
But I can
Yep.
kind of see it.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm gonna start taking my boy out and the youngest to teach him how to shoot.
Well, and that's what we do here. I mean, our kids start hunting at 10 years old. It's just a way of life here. But um, I have
Well,
seen some in the community who teach their kids.
well, they won't let me have a gun.
Check
Well,
your
I'll
laws.
just
You might
shoot. Huh?
be check your laws. You might be allowed to have a shotgun.
I take mental meds, and I don't think they let anybody with mental meds have them.
Yeah, that's um, I don't know.
A shotgun is not considered an assault weapon.
Uh-huh.
It's a,
Uh,
it's a hunting
so even
tool.
if you're on mental meds, you can have a shotgun.
Is
Well,
that going
that's
to drop them?
no.
Do it.
In that newsreel, that's what they were showing. One of the boys had a 12 gauge, and
Yeah.
they said you would do good to kill a rabbit with it. Of course, I think it would do a little more than that, but
Well, it would
Yeah,
slow them down where you could shoot them again.
buckshot.
It depends
Just
on where
change it
you
over.
shoot them.
Just
Yeah.
change it over to a slug. Quit buying do shotguns and just do the shells and buy slug shells for a shotgun, and a slug will take down a deer.
well, the problem with that is a lot of people don't understand. Once you're faced with actually a human in front of you, it's a whole different thing.
Yes.
Yes, but if it's my life or your life, guess what? I ain't trying to be mean.
Here, y'all listen a second. Listen to this. This is the most intimidating sound that you can ever hear.
I love that sound.
Yep, I do too.
As bad as that sounds.
Well, Bonnie, I thought I was going to have to go invest in a bunch of hairspray or wall spray and a bunch of lighters so I could send them the hell before they get there. They want to mess with me. I'm talking about the government things.
Well, the wasp spray by itself shoots 20 feet, up to 20 feet. And if they get it in their eyes, they're not going to be able to see.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different. They have these steel door things you can put on your door, and
Yeah.
I have one, and so it can't be kicked in. There,
Well, see,
there's cameras, O-rings, pretty cheap that you
yeah,
can. You know, I don't think I don't know where you're at, but I know here that's not going to be allowed.
I can leave my house, Bonnie, unlocked and go away for a little while and come back. The guy across the street, because my cousin's, this is her house, but I live here and she lives somewhere else. Asked
Hmm.
him to point it over here at my house too to keep an eye on my house. So I always got a camera running over here. So if somebody
There you
tries to come
go.
in my house and take something, it'll be on film
Yeah,
or hurt me.
Yeah, I
yeah,
tell them around here keep everything locked, so they have to break something getting in, so it lets you know. It's better that than be surprised by it.
Yep. I'm not worried about my neighborhood, like I said. I got people that watch out for my house over here.
well, that's good.
The woman next door, I love her to death. If you leave the dang trash can out there at the road for 3 or 4 days, she think you're dead.
Over here where I live, people don't want to think of me because the fact that they know guns come in and out. They've also seen me out there trading guns with sheriff department people and different ones. So
Yeah.
Is the wind bothering y'all? The
the
sound of
what?
the wind?
Uh-uh.
I can't hear
No.
that. I hear the crickets here.
Yeah, I hear my crickets.
Man, I heard an owl all last night. Right in my backyard, it sounded like.
I heard is it a whippoorwill? Whipper,
Yep.
whatever, this
Those were
morning when I
one
woke
of them
up,
screaming ones.
or at noon when I woke up. No, it was a whippoorwill.
Tell you another one of them scary sounds beside that shotgun noise, and that's the sound of a screech owl when you're out in the woods in the dark. I don't
And
know if y'all,
that's when we move. I plan to get some peacocks. They are the best watchdogs ever.
I love peacocks. I love their feathers. I used to have an array of feathers like that somebody gave me, but it got burned up in my house fire. Well, it wasn't a house. It was actually a big size RV.
Yep.
I had a lot of nice stuff. I had clothes galore. I had about 14 pair of shoes. Everything. My family Bible, my kids' stuff, everything.
Because it's nice outside, Black Watch.
Yeah, Wobbies.
I tell you another thing too. That if you got land and it's fenced, keep you a donkey around too. A donkey and a emu. Them emus or whatever they're called. Them big ostrich things. Those
Hmm.
things will chase people down too. And a donkey will it'll kill a coyote or a wolf.
No, I don't want a zoo. I just want a warning.
Well, if
And
you got animals like you said, you want to get rabbits or whatever later on, that'd be a good idea to get you a little donkey to keep around.
well, yeah,
The grandkids would like that probably.
yeah. There's a house about a little ways down that has some miniature donkeys. Because I asked somebody, because they were saying, what if all the deer ran out? What are you going to do then? And I said, well, there's a
A herd of donkeys up the road.
donkeys. How do they taste? And of course, somebody said, like ass.
Yeah, I'd say taste better than being hungry. I had to take Andrew to that school today. I bet I passed I don't know how many cattlemen's places out through there. If I seen 100,000 cows today, I didn't see but one. It was, and they're all black Angus up that way.
Mm.
I didn't know there was that many meat farmers around left anymore, cattlemen like that.
Oh, yeah. We've got them all over the place.
This is up towards Mount Pleasant.
Yeah. And then my son stays really busy at the processing plant. And, a lot of Herefords.
Did they ever hook you up with meat?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. So I knew one guy used to work one, but it's way over there on the other side of Shreveport. It's up halfway between Shreveport and Monroe. He worked over there, and he said, "Well, I can let you know when the guys come in. A lot of these guys come in and can't afford the processing fee, so we keep the meat." He said, "If you want to buy the meat for the processing fee, I can hook you up with a quarter or half beef for processing."
Sorry.
Dang, I wish I could get a deal like that.
Yeah, because that's what's processing for a whole cow, probably a couple $100 maybe.
Yeah, I mean, even
It's more
people
than
on
that.
food stamps
It
today
is?
can't even afford food.
Find
It's
out how.
around here, like just for a deer is 400 to 500, and for a cow, it's right about 1,000, a little over 1,000. They go by the pound. And so that's, if you can do it yourself, that's the best way to go.
Yeah, I
Of
used to
course, we
know a
do
guy.
all of our deep.
He wasn't as fast as that guy on the internet, but I used to know a guy in about 2 minutes. He could have it a deer skinned, gutted, and the hind leg quarters had the first joint cut off the legs, and he'd have the and all the meat quarters cut out and the back straps out of it, and it'd be a rib cage hanging up there in about 2 minutes.
Yeah,
But
that's the way my son is.
But he like him, probably he did that all winter long for people.
Yeah. Usually we just quarter them and then put them in the ice chest and bring them home, and then sit there and cut it up how we want it.
I got a buddy of mine. He hunted like crazy. He ain't done it the past few years. That's the one I told you had half his foot, one foot cut off, and half between his knee and his ankle cut off on the other because of diabetes and blood clots. So he can't hunt anymore. But yeah, I used to go over and I'd help him sometimes, and he when he works on it, he debones everything.
Yeah.
Only thing he leaves on a bone's a neck roast.
I guess I need to learn how to do chickens. I have no clue how to pluck them and all that.
Grab them by the neck, sling them around in a circle, let them down. They'll finish off or just lop their head off. Then you get you a kettle of water boiling. Grab them, put a string around their feet, and dunk them down in that water a couple times. Set them off to the sides, then the feathers would just about fall out of them.
Okay.
Didn't sound like fun.
No.
Yes, it does.
The
Except I'm
problem
allergic to feathers. That'd be a bitch.
The problem is when you do it that way, man, it stinks.
That's what I'm thinking.
Chicken is some of the worst smelling crap when you go to get the feathers off.
And then you don't want to ever eat chicken again. I'm probably
Right.
Another guy I know, when he does it after he kills them, he just takes a knife and cuts the skin off, completely skins them, cuts the feet off, because he don't eat the skin anyway.
Yeah.
One guy told me about their rabbits. What he does, he hits their rabbits in the head with a claw hammer and grabs them a certain way, and he said it rips the hide and guts right out of them all at once.
Well, Spotted Rabbit said he was just going to play my music and they'd probably just die and fall apart for him.
And rabbits have got plenty. If you want, he told me if I lived over by him, I got all the rabbits I want. I want to say he gets like 50 to 100 eggs a day. Might be more than that.
The Trump train is going through the.
And that's what I'm hoping to do one day. Canadian Patriot. It's, don't think my son's going to move back down this way, though.
Where's he at?
Have you ever heard of Evant, Texas?
Yeah, I don't know where it is, but I've heard of it.
If you blink, you're through it. That's where he's at. They opened a processing plant there. He has a few partners, and it's the first USDA approved processing plant in 40 years in Texas.
Huh. Imagine he moved away to it. He probably gets paid well then.
Well, yeah. And yeah. So he bought a house there and everything. And he's raising his my grandson's showing cows, and they got rabbits and goats and
Yeah, you said wasn't a bad thing when you said you blink, you get through it. That means not a lot of people, which I like that too.
yes, I think the population might be 400, if that.
I mean, small lot of people.
Where I live at, you blink and you're through the town.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Now, my little town is 1 mile. My little town is 1 mile by 1 mile. Period. It's 1 mile wide and 1 mile long. It's a monster of a little nothing.
I think mine might be 2 miles. Maybe. I don't know. Could be a mile.
My dog's raising hell.
That's your dogs or neighbors, Bonnie?
It's my neighbors. I'm going to go in the house so that I don't have all this noise going on.
Yeah, our neighbor across the street, they got a schnauzer over there, and we go outside. Hell, that dog's the fence from up there to my house is probably 200 feet. And I walk out my front door, and he'd see me, and he starts carrying out like I just come out in his yard.
Yeah.
And if I'm walking in the yard, he starts running back and forth to that fence, like he's trying to find a way to get over it.
You're the dog over there?
Yeah.
That one's annoying.
He gets over that fence and thinks he's going to come eat Chuck's legs. Chuck's going to punt him right back in that fence.
Like a football.
Ain't no sense in being mean like that.
Dog's going to learn to fly one day.
And if he gets too stupid gets over here, my dogs are out. Them 2 German Shepherds that turn him into a squeak toy. Yeah, Canadian, if you got a couple of dairy cows like that, some chickens and rabbits, Spotted Rabbit says you can eat them rabbits about every 3 or 4 weeks. He said they're constantly making new ones. Said his German Shepherd says she eats well, rabbit, chicken, and eggs.
Okay, better.
What are you doing?
I'm eating, Bonnie. That's the reason I'm not talking.
What's up?
Fine with me. Oh,
Does Vicky work tonight, Chuck?
Yeah, she went in. She hollered by when she left. I
Oh, I
guess
didn't
she
hear her.
looked and seen your seat was empty.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Sorry
Yeah,
about that.
we're all tired today.
Yeah, what'd she say bye, Crystal? What'd she say like 3 or 4 times before she left, didn't she?
Mhm.
Oh, well, I'm sorry I missed her. Tell her I said goodbye.
She's
Even though
dragging her ass off 3 hours of sleep. She was going to call in, but she's fixing to get point taken off.
Two of them.
And when, or 2 of them, when them points come off, that she can get either moved back to Days or transferred to another store.
Oh, wow.
And
See, that's
one gets removed on the 10th of this month, and one gets removed on the 10th of next month. Hopefully, she moves to a date.
Yeah, I got planted so far. I got tomatoes, butternut squash, then blue lake or whatever they're called, green beans, beets, and then I put marigolds in with my tomatoes.
And it's a good time to plant them now. When it's hot and it's raining a lot. Perfect condition.
2 dairy cows, 28 gallons of milk a week. That's a lot of milk.
What are you
Yeah.
doing up there? Trying to get bug?
But my
Yeah.
friend's gonna
Wait,
teach
Jake.
me how to make the cheese and butter and
Right there.
all that.
We're gonna have a bug or something.
Yeah, all that milk, you can make a lot of mozzarella cheese. Is one of the easiest. I like blue cheese. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but especially on chicken wings.
Yeah, I just never liked blue cheese.
I like that rank wang it has to goes along with that sweet barbecue-y hot sauce taste. It's kind of like a savory with the sweet plus the spice. I didn't like it as a kid. Dad used to eat it. I thought he was eating like skunk milk or something. I didn't know what it was. I'm like, you want some of this, boy? I'm like, oh,
Hi, Cola.
What's up, Cola?
So
Haven't
you
seen
want to
Christina in a
trivia,
long
or what
time.
do you want to do? You haven't seen what?
You go over there.
What happened?
Dad, I keep telling that boy to get that trash out. He ain't done.
Dorinda, what'd you say?
I said I think I missed something because I don't know what you guys were just talking about.
Blue cheese?
No, after the blue cheese.
I said hi, Cola.
Okay. Maybe it was after that. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I did say something. Sorry. We haven't seen Christina since the very beginning.
Christina, yeah. I know. And I even told her,
She
get her
might be
butt up here.
she might be resting before she goes on Jeremy and Zach.
Yeah,
Yeah, maybe.
probably.
Or trying to get her. Well, her baby should already be asleep.
Yeah.
Hey, Cola. How's that grandbaby? Every time I see that grandbaby make me smile. So I'm just glad it's not mine. No, I want a grandbaby.
Well, chickens are a good thing to have, I guess.
Yeah, the guy across the street's got some chickens.
Spread the manure out from the cows in the pastures.
I'm going to see if I put a bucket over there when he cleans out those chicken pens. If you put it in it, put some water in it, like Jeremy was doing, and put it in my flower garden. See if it makes it, better.
Rabbit crap does better than chicken. They call
Well,
that
I
black
don't know where
gold.
no rabbits are around here.
Yeah, spotted rabbits that somebody come out there the other day, and they offered him like $15 a pound for it. And they went out there and raked it up and everything. And he said he made $300 some off of it.
Wow.
Them
Hey,
dogs like
Yorga.
dogs like that macaroni and cheese mixed with that gizzard juice and them gizzards.
What's going on, Yorga?
Hey, Yoga, he's done changed his avatar. I just ate me a cinnamon raisin bagel with cream cheese.
Yeah, Brenda, that's the way to do it. Is just create it from what you have.
Yeah.
Oops. Drop everything.
I guess I'll be going over to my best friend's house for Easter.
Good for you.
The guy that I really like is coming here the day before Easter. We used to go out, and some things got in the way with him having to take care of his mom and a bunch of other stuff. We left on good terms, but he got back in touch with me. So
I'm not hungry.
I'd rather meet somebody I already know. You know what I mean? I just told him not to hurt me this time, and don't just
This
say
time,
it, do it.
oh, I'm not gonna go there. I'll keep my mouth shut. Love you, Crystal.
Oh, what did I do? What did I say?
Nothing. Nothing.
Did I make myself sound like a fool?
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No. I think I've got quite a few years on you, and
Yeah.
I just learned that most times does not work.
Well, I told him I wanted to go slow and easy, even if it's another guy. I want to go slow and easy. I ain't into jumping in. I want to get to know them and stuff like that. And like I told him, I'm old fashioned. I'm not
Sharon,
going to jump into bed with somebody I don't even know. That's not me.
Sharon, I'm in Harrison County along the I-20 corridor right on the Louisiana state line.
Yeah.
Woot woot, I hit 300 subs.
Sharon, where are you at?
I'm here.
You might
I'm
have
here.
told me, but I don't remember. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Yes, Shane, I was wondering where you were at, but I was asking Sharon
Thank you,
what
Oh,
part of Texas she's
Black Rock.
in. If she can hear me. I don't know. You okay, Shane?
yeah, just tired.
I'm getting that way too, Shane.
Go to
So I'm
sleep.
just hanging. I'm just hanging out, kind of listening, and just kicking back a little bit.
Good.
Like I said, I got Black Watch. I didn't get you a damn thing for Easter, so brace yourself for nothing.
He told me he's got me a chocolate bunny.
You said it nicer than I would have, Shane. And people used to ask me, "What'd you get me for my birthday?" And I tell them, all I got for you is dick and bubble gum, and I'm all out of bubble gum.
I tell him I got you. I'll give you the same thing you got last year. Nothing.
That or tell me, yeah, twice as much as you got me.
I'm gonna tell you,
Oh,
I don't do I'm going to tell you, I don't do holidays. I'm sorry. I don't do holidays.
I
That's
like
just a
Christmas and I like
shitty time
Thanksgiving
of damn year.
for the kids
The
and
only
grandkids.
reason I like holidays is because I get to spend time with all my family members. Other than
Yeah.
that, I could give two shits less about all the damn presents
Well, the
and
holidays are
all the
pagan
crap.
anyway.
But
They're
Slow
pagan.
Country only needs 66 subs to get to 500. If
All right,
anybody can
everybody, get
drop
on the
his
call.
link, thank you, Chef Kicker. Y'all aren't
Yes,
Slow to Slow Country. He puts out some good information.
Yeah, slow. I'd have to drop from you and then to resub, but that won't help.
Blackwatch, you know, you're correct. I love spending time with you and visiting with you, but I didn't get you a damn thing and I don't plan on it. So brace yourself for a whole lot of nothing. No
I got
offense,
your
man.
company. That's good enough for me, Shane.
Shane, if I
And,
come
and
visit for Easter, I want a chocolate Easter bunny.
well, I'll probably go down to the grocery store and get you one then if you come to you
Just have
spend your
a
time to drive up here to see me. I
That's
will
a
be a
probably
big
go.
damn
long way.
baby about it, huh?
I
Yeah,
Yeah,
say,
I
that's
will
a
go
long way to
get
go
you
for a
one.
chocolate bunny.
Let me rephrase that. I will send my nephew or my brother down to get you one, and I'll make sure it's the biggest one they have down there.
I don't even know if I could eat that anymore. Remember as a kid when you'd see that in your Easter stuff, that big ass chocolate wrap, and you try to eat it all and end up sick for 2 days?
Oh, and then you eat all them damn little soft little what are those little things?
The jelly rocks.
No, they look
You
like little
talking about the peeps?
chickens.
You talking about
Oh,
the peeps?
peeps. Yeah.
Peepers.
Peeps, yeah. You eat all them damn things and you get sick as
I can't
hell.
stand
Oh,
them
I
things.
don't like them to begin with.
I don't
He,
either.
I do.
I
I
used
do,
to
but I
love
only like the purple ones, and I don't know why. They don't taste no different than anything else, but I used to think they taste like grape when I was a kid.
yeah, and there's a lot of them things that we could go get and have a good time, but then you get a sugar high, and I can't do the sugar.
Now, me either. I
Not
get
me
enough
I
out
either.
of
don't.
my
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chuck.
I said I get enough out of my tea. I don't need no more of it.
Yeah, and I don't drink sweet tea. Only tea I like is a sun tea that is still warm, and you drop ice in it, so you get the cool ice kind of
Yeah.
taste with the warm tea. But I don't like it sweet. Give me a little lemon in it, and that's all I'll eat.
That's all I can drink is tea.
What would you
Cokes
do
and
for
stuff
a
like that
chocolate buddy?
give me heartburn.
Yeah, I
it
can't
Like,
do.
depends on the brand.
what would you
as,
do for a
as,
Klondike bar? Huh?
I want to tell
as
you,
a child, my chocolate bunnies I'd still have half a bunny for the next year.
I want to tell you, in 1990, I got a cavity, and boy, I spent 2 days in pain. Never went and got a pull, and I quit all sweets except my Pepsi. I still drink my Pepsi. In 2004, I got that damn thing pulled. 14 years.
Yep, Jim.
I have got to sell my house quick.
Yeah.
Where in the hell did that
Where you
come
moving
from?
to, Bonnie?
My mama's.
Where she live?
Jim, I've heard the same thing.
Is it far away from you?
It's 20 miles. It's
Oh,
not
that ain't
far.
that bad. I didn't know if you was moving to another state or what.
Oh, no.
Bonnie's moving to Beaver, Oklahoma.
No.
She just hasn't told anybody yet. It's going to be a big surprise when we're on the station together one day. And
You're not
I'm
there?
I'm just teasing. I'm just teasing.
Yeah,
Shane,
Shane He made banana pudding the other day, and I went in there and got a damn soup bowl full of it. She asked me, she said, "You go have a damn diabetic stroke?" And I ain't even diabetic that I know of.
During
Now,
That's what I.
hey, banana pudding and me, we get along pretty good.
I had
We,
that for supper that night.
yeah, and I love them damn, what's them cookies? Vanilla wafers. You crush some all over it, then you put some around the edge, and oh my God. Yeah, vanilla wafers and
Have y'all ever heard of any of that?
Nope.
Yeah,
what's that?
Heavenly Ash. It's kind of like Divinity, pecan Divinity, and then
Yeah, I know Divinity is.
I don't know.
the pecan eggs are kind of the same, and gold brick eggs are like the Hershey Gold kind of thing.
Oh,
I still get my chocolate picks sometimes.
I think I'm gonna get me an Easter bunny.
the only Easter candy I ever liked was the Cadbury egg, and it would take me 4 or 5 days to eat it.
Oh my God, that is so damn sweet.
Oh yeah, Vicky gets them, and I pissed her off here a while back. I grabbed one of hers, opened it up, and ate the whole thing in one bite. She goes, "That was my last one," and I went hunting for them, couldn't find them. I felt like shit. I was just playing.
Aw. That's why it takes me days to eat it, because it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet. Black Watch saying your beaver den is too small, dude.
No,
Yeah,
it's not too small. It's too
Far away.
secluded. I'll put it that way.
that's what makes it perfect.
And um, I got to take care of my parents.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, we
You have
talked
no
about it.
regrets. That's what the guy, his name's Russ, is going through right now because he's taking care of his mom and he's having to work. And it makes it rough. But he still does it. And like I told him, I said, your brother and them don't come over there and help. And you moved in, you help. You ain't one that's going to have to sit back and feel bad because you wasn't there when you should have been.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to live with that.
That's
Yeah,
a
my mom died in 2018, and she called me the night before she died. And she said something just ain't right, and I asked her if she wanted me to come over, and I did, and I ain't forgot it, and I'll regret it the day I die.
Yeah, and that's why I need to be out there. Um, I mean, Mom's 81 and Kurt's 85, and
No.
we'll see what happens when they go to Wisconsin
His
next
mom's
month.
got dementia on the almost on the side of Alzheimer's, and so they got her on some medicine. She was very combative, and when they get combative like
Yeah,
that, you got to put them somewhere because
well, we aren't. Kurt has dementia very bad, and he does get combative, and we just let him rant and try to talk him down.
well, see, I've got the skill to go out there and help him with his mom if I needed to, because I used to work with dementia and Alzheimer's patients. I have the training to be able to do it. I done told him when we were together last time. He wasn't living with his mom, but he still go over there. She just progressively got worse.
I'm not putting him in a home. I mean, if he,
That's the reason I said I'd go over there so he can work. And when he gets home, and he got to worry about cooking and all that kind of stuff, I would cook supper and let him go rest and stuff like that, and he can bring me back home.
yeah,
Because I'm not staying out there every night. And I ain't giving up my house that way. If I did move in like that, I wouldn't give up my house because what about if we didn't make it? My cousin be done rented. house out, and it's only $300. So,
No, you don't ever give up your house.
I done been kicked. I ain't done nothing wrong, but I done been kicked out of many guy houses, and that's not good, especially when you ain't done nothing wrong. So I've learned if you got a place, you keep that place.
Oh, Sharon's right there by you, Chuck. Sharon's right there by you.
Hey, Deanna, my sister, I love
Everybody's
you.
in flipping East Texas.
Sharon, I'm at Lake. You're at Lake of the Pines, and I'm over in Wascom, right on the line.
Yeah, what is that? About an hour apart?
Yeah, maybe. Not the way I drive, but
Right.
yeah, I was just over close by her earlier today. Went up to Mount Pleasant to take my youngest up there to test.
Deanna. I'll play y'all something if I can find it. My stupid email is not working right.
I'm stepping down, guys. Have a great night. I love you. I love everybody in that.
Love
Night,
you.
Night,
Dorinda.
Dorinda. Love you.
Sleep well.
Dorinda, be careful.
Love you.
Bonnie, I'll play lots of things if you want to hear it.
Okay. First, I'm gonna do this.
Just no one else wants to hear me sing.
Oh, whatever, Shane. You know they like.
I ain't never heard you sing, so I wouldn't know.
You've never heard Shane sing?
No.
Yeah, I think the reason my mama did what she did with me is because I watched my daddy through the door, and they were trying to get me out of the doorway. He had cancer surgery, and they had a dying tumor left, and it ruptured. And they put him in the hospital, and they were trying to control the bleeding, and he bleeding to death, and it was bad. And I stood in the doorway trying to protect my dad, and they kept telling me to get out of there, and they were going to call the sheriff's department on me. And I said, there'll be another person in there bleeding to death then. I said, I'm not going anywhere. My dad finally looked at me and pointed away. I went downstairs, and 30 minutes later, somebody come down there and got me and said that what happened. Maybe she didn't want me to go through both of that or something.
That just pisses me off.
Maybe, Chuck, she didn't want you to have to be that be the last thing you remembered about your dad.
Yeah, I don't remember his face. I don't even remember in the casket. He had an open casket. I remember him on that bed and all that going on.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness, Ed.
Stingray?
Glad you're okay.
Who is the hell is Stingray 1975? Does anybody know?
Yeah, that's Yorga.
Yorga.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Stingray, yeah. That's Yorga. It took me a minute to...
Well, I can't share it. Stupid thing.
Yeah, you couldn't get that other to work earlier. That same one you're trying to do, or
No, it was trying to send it to you, and then it kept going into not drafts. It was going into flipping something. I can't remember. And my email is frustrating me. It's probably telling me I need to empty it. Yep, I agree, Brenda. That's if it's someplace I don't want to go, I'm not sending my parents there.
Yeah, the places I used to work for, Bonnie, these weren't nursing homes. These people had to have $3,000 or $4,000 just to live there, and there were some apartments in there, some places in there that were made for two people, so the wife and the husband was there together. It was like a upscale. Stuff like that didn't happen
Well,
up
who can
there.
afford that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've looked at assisted living here, and it's 3 or 4 thousand a month.
Yeah, that's why I said they're expensive. I couldn't, after the last time, well, it was my first job and my last time ever working in a nursing home. They treat those people like crap. I was 16 years old, just started, never worked, and they sat there, and every light that went off, I had to go and take care of, plus my people. And then a 16-year-old in there trying to dig out an impaction. And the way they talk to those old people, I couldn't do it. I said, and it stunk like urine? No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Well, that's what I'm worried about too, Jim. Because he's going to the VA now, and the VA may take over.
Yeah, it is expensive, Jim. I would love to go back doing what I do, but I got vertigo, and if it hits me and say I don't put it on my application, if I drop one of them patients, I'm going to prison for negligence to an elderly person and putting it on my, not putting it on my paperwork. And if I put it on my paperwork, they're not going to hire me. So, but if I wanted to, I could do like not through an agency, just through myself, and just have them pay me cash. But some days are better than others, so.
Yeah.
I like just sitting there listening to those old people, the ones that ain't got the dementia that bad, talk about their lives and what they went through and stuff. It was cool.
Y'all, I'm wore out. I think I'm gonna get off here. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I love y'all.
All right, love you,
Take care,
Chuck.
too.
That 3 hour sleep starting to whoop me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chuck, I'm starting to hear that too. It won't be long, and I'll be getting off of here.
Yeah.
Me too. I think
Good
everybody's
night, y'all. Love y'all.
All
Good
right,
night.
Love
fam.
you,
Have
Have
Chuck.
a good one.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Yeah, I think this is a good ending.
Whoops. I'm sorry, Brenda. Didn't see you.
It's okay. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Shane.
Hi.
Hi, Crystal. Hi, everybody in chat. You know, I looked after my mom first when she had a stroke and it did brain damage.
Uh-huh.
And I looked after her before my dad because after she had the stroke, she wouldn't let my dad touch any of her medications. I don't know what it was. And the more mini strokes she had, the more brain damage it did. So
Yeah.
the more confused she got, the more she would fight.
Mm-hmm.
But I put her in a home for 1 week respite so that I could have a break because I was doing it like
Yes.
nonstop, right? And that 1 week that she was there, they wouldn't make sure that she ate. Nobody would come when she needed help. And I'd say, "Did she eat today?" No, we put her food in there, and after an hour, she didn't eat it, so we took it away.
Uh,
Oh, my
And
God.
oh, yeah. And that's the way it went like for a week. And I said, never again will I put one of my parents in there.
You treat
They,
them people the way you want to be treated.
that's right. They worked their whole lives looking after us and doing and earning what they had, and they deserve to finish their years with dignity.
Exactly. And to me, that I would be thinking of them as my parents or my grandparents and treating them as well. So when I get older, hopefully God will send somebody to me and take care of me as well as I did the other one.
Yeah. And see, so then my dad was, we didn't think he was going to make it for the first 6 months because we thought he was going to die of a broken heart.
Yeah.
Because when my mom passed, it was, they were 3 months away from their 50-year anniversary.
Oh my goodness, you don't find that anymore.
Yeah. And so then he was okay for a couple of years. And then I started getting phone calls, and he lives in a city about half an hour from me. And I'd start getting phone calls saying that someone broke into his apartment and stole his driver's license. And someone stole this and this, or I'd phone and the phone, you just keep getting a busy signal or saying it was out of service. And he didn't know that there was a problem because the only person that called him was me. My brother never called him unless he wanted something.
That sounds like, yeah, my brother. He only comes over a little bit, and me and my sister finally had to beg him, look, we're doing without sleep. We got to have sleep to be able to function.
Yeah.
And I slept on a mattress right near my mama's hospital bed in her room.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she tried to wake him up because we'd bring the potty to her and help her on the potty, or she didn't want to wake him up, and she went to step him when she did her leg buckled, and she hit her face and skinned her nose up, and we think it made it start bleeding in her abdomen.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And see, when my dad first got like that and I took him in, they said at the point when they checked him, he was in late stage 2 Alzheimer's and dementia.
Yeah.
And they said he can't live on his own anymore. He needs 24-hour supervision. Well, it was so bad that he couldn't handle being around strangers that he didn't recognize or in an environment that he didn't recognize.
Yeah.
And so I had to find a house that had 5 bedrooms instead of 4. So I doubled my rent so that I could look after him. And then when we came here, they put him on some different drugs and they spun him out. I mean, he got violent, just wicked violent, until I found out that what they put him on was hydromorph.
Oh my gosh.
Which was, oh yeah. And he was like trying to kick doors in and everything.
I've had lamps go by my head at places I worked at. We'd have to go ransack their room because they would take spoons, and we never gave them knife. Stuff like that, and stealing the stuff, sugar packs because they're diabetic and stuff.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do is I went from a nurse down to cooking for them because it was better hours, and then a spot on activity aid come in, and I loved that because all I did was paint fingernails, read them books, all that kind of stuff.
Well, see, for the longest time, for probably the first year, he had a routine for his breakfast, and as long as he could stick to that routine, his day would be okay.
Yeah.
But I'd go in there and I'd find him standing there with this lost gaze on his face, and I'd have to look at the table and see where he got stuck, because he laid everything out the same way on the table, and he made the tea at the same time and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it got to the point where he would go out. Well, you see the picture of my dog there. That's the one that was killed by the hit and run last week.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
She was best buddies with him. She looked after him. So I knew if she was with him, he was okay.
Yeah.
And there were days here where he would take her out and he would walk around the outside of the farm property with her.
Yeah.
And then the one day, I didn't see him for the longest time, and then I noticed that the dog was in the house. And I thought, oh crap. So the kids got off the bus and we all scrambled. We were checking everywhere. We were checking ditches, we were
Yeah.
checking the barns. And after about an hour, I was just about to call the police when a pickup truck pulled into the driveway. And he said, "Do you know this man?" And I said, "Look, and it's my dad." And I said, "Where
Oh
did
my.
you find him?" She said, "Well, we found him in town. He was hitchhiking to come this way, but he was standing on the wrong side of the road." And I was like, oh my God. So he had apparently walked into town and then he was coming back, but he was hitchhiking to come this way, but he was standing on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
So they dropped him off, and at that point, I said, he can't be out by himself anywhere anymore. And then it got to the point where it was 24 hours, night and day. So we get what's called the VON, or the Volunteer Nurse Association. It's like all the different PSW groups,
Oh,
and
just
they
come home.
set them up on that so that I would have someone here at night, because I was trying to do it 24 hours a day, night and day,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of what helped make me sick. I mean, there were other contributing factors, but
Yeah.
I'm sure that didn't help.
Well, stress doesn't help either.
Yeah, and I was under a lot of stress then, because
Yeah.
they'd phone and say, "Oh, well, we can't send anybody tonight." I said, "Wait, you couldn't send anybody last night." I said, "So whoever you sent people to last night, they can wait tonight, because I've been up for 36 hours."
Yeah.
And you
Well,
were constantly having to fight with these people, plus have to look after him, plus have to look after the kids. And when I moved here, I had 2 complete households that I had to sort, and his was 50 years living,
Lord have
and
mercy.
none of the boxes were marked, right?
Yeah, so you had to end up really going through everything.
Yeah, and none of it made sense to him anymore.
Yeah.
And then I was diagnosed in November of 2018, and then he passed in January of 2019.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, my best
So
friend's dad just passed away. But my mom, I moved in with my mom, my sister, her kids, and her husband moved in with my mom. My mom had closed in the garage and made it into like a little studio
yeah,
apartment. So they stayed out there, and I stayed in my mama's room. But I took care of her because a lot of times they ask me, "Do you want me to, just give her a bath?" No, ma'am. Thank you for asking, but no, I'm not putting my mama out like that. I know how to do it. I got the training. No. And the only time they try to get me to take her to the hospice house to get her pain under control, I said, if you can do it there, you can do it here. And then when
That's
she
what hospice is
fell and
for.
her liver done what it did, that's what it was, her liver. I said, no. She wouldn't have come. I said, no. Just let her go. So
And that's
I
the
didn't.
thing,
Yeah,
is
I didn't. Go ahead.
realizing everything that um it's like a newborn baby, except they're grown, and
yeah.
realizing what you're going to have to do, what it's going to take when it gets that bad, and
Well,
just being there for them. And that's why grandkids, you know, we're going to be there.
see, and that's the thing, because my mom had her stroke maybe not even a year after my first was born. And
Mm.
her and my firstborn were joined at the hip.
Yeah.
Like, so that caused a lot of issues with my oldest when my mom passed. But she had her first stroke in 2004, 1 year after my firstborn, and like 6 months after my second was born. So in 2004, I started looking after my mom. And while I was looking after her and I was pregnant with my third one, my dad had 3 heart attacks.
Oh, goodness.
And the first one was on my birthday. And then by 2006, she was gone. And then by 2012, my dad was second stage Alzheimer's. So that's all my kids have known since they were born, was me looking after them, right?
Yes.
But then in this last 6 years, in the last 2.5, yes, but in the last 6 years, they've lost so many people, including their grandparents,
Mm-hmm.
that they've lost their faith in God. I know it. They don't believe that God is going to heal me. And I've tried to tell them from the day I walked out of that hospital with God at my side, I never once thought that I wasn't going to beat this. I just never knew how hard it was going to be, right?
Yeah.
But
I'll
I
be
knew
praying for you.
I knew what I did for my parents. They
Yep.
deserve that dignity because they worked their whole lives for me, right?
Yeah.
They
Yes.
raised me. And my brother, you couldn't get him to come down when I needed to get all their stuff moved out here so that I could sort it. I
Mhm.
had to pay him to come down here, and I had to pay for his motel so that he would help his father.
Oh my goodness. Well, my grandparents, my granddaddy was a Navy. He was in the Navy and he cooked on the ship. But he was that. Then he was an electrician. But when he got sick, he went into a Navy hospital or nursing home.
Yeah.
That way, a veterans nursing home. That way, he could put my grandma in a nice place. And he had to give up so much. He had to give up his house, his stocks, his bonds,
Oh yeah.
everything.
If
And
they're gonna
I,
put you in a home, they want to take everything every
yeah,
asset that you have.
yeah. And he worked for all that. And instead of cry, he would sit there and laugh about it. And it just ripped my heart out all the time.
Well, the part that was hardest for me was my dad was a manufacturing engineer, so he had a very technical, mathematical,
Yeah.
precision mind. Everything he did was precision down to the 16th of a 100. Sometimes it could get really irritating, but he was a smart man, right? And he always had my back, and I wanted to make sure that I had his.
Yep. It's like if you met my dad, he's short. He was short. You wouldn't think it if you walked up on him, but he was a master welder, a master plumber, and a master mechanic. But just looking at him, you wouldn't think that.
I see one of those names that was here last night.
What do you mean, trolls?
Yeah, someone already got it.
Okay. I couldn't get it anyway. Even if I was on the other side, I'm
Right.
not,
Thank you, One.
He gone.
I'm not modded. I couldn't have done it.
Yeah.
Well, so throughout, like, what's going on, I feel for Hawk too, because I don't know if he's I think he said he's trying to find another place.
Oh yeah, he's
Hot
ready.
toys?
Yeah,
Yes.
because I
Yeah.
think,
Damn it.
He
yeah,
said he's tired of sinking everything I have into
and
that place,
and
and
losing it
it's
all.
nothing but a money pit.
Yeah,
But they're looking for property and all that kind of stuff. I think they're taking the two where Jess lives and where he lives, but they want
and
to make it where they can have, you know, his I just weed, and then he has vegetables and stuff like that
yeah,
too.
he's going to take down all of his greenhouses, pack them up, and
Yeah.
take them with. But I think he's going to find another state that has, that legalized,
Yes.
that isn't as strict as where he is right now and doesn't have the issues that he has. But I know what he's going through because I still don't have no idea where I'm going by June 1st, but I know I got to get a container to put my stuff in. So,
Well, are they closing it or something?
my landlord died at the end of November,
And
and
when
and
kids
now,
get involved,
No.
yeah, well, now the estate has two parties fighting, so
Okay.
I'm in the middle of that fight, and I'm being
yeah,
evicted June 1st.
ain't that some shit? People fighting over stuff like that. My mama
Yeah,
asked me what I wanted, and I told her what I wanted, and
Can one of y'all unblock Black Watch, please? I won't touch the chat again. Poor Black
but
Watch. Dadgummit. I just blocked him.
oh Lord,
I was trying to block the other one.
he knows you didn't mean to.
I know, but dadgummit.
hi, David Ann.
Yeah, there's another one.
Yes, they are starting to trickle in again, aren't they, Bonnie?
Yes, they are. I'm so
Bonnie,
glad
I'm gonna
y'all came by to visit, but you're gone.
Yeah. Thanks, but no thanks. Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Bonnie, I'll be here, but I'm gonna go make me some tea.
Okay. Shane, you with us?
I'm still here, Hud.
And I mean,
I'm still here. I
Okay.
just checking out a few things.
Okay, hon. David, you have a good night. Thanks for being here.
When I rode out down, chasing down the dream, I thought I knew what I was looking for, but the neon lights are blinding me.
good night, Jim.
Tennessee.
Jim.
Why anymore? There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas that does.
Yeah, that's what I want to do when I find a place up north, Bonnie, is I want to do the homestead that looks after itself, where all the different animals contribute with compost, with feeding the others, with supplying the homestead, and anything that's left over, to help the community up there because so many of those people have been left behind.
I can't
Yeah.
give what I don't really own. But there's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas that does everything that I've been chasing. Heaven sets me free, and I wake up to find you don't need me. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas that does. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas. There's a girl in Texas that does. Texas that I still love.
You got a good voice.
Shit, my mic is on.
Oh, Shane, whatever. We love to hear you sing. Or I
Yeah,
do.
you
Yeah,
got a good voice.
I know you can't have the music because it'll get you yanked. I just thought, I'm gonna listen to this and that.
You got a good voice. That's the first time I heard it.
Holy cow! I screwed that one up.
He has a wonderful voice.
Mhm.
See? Lori says she likes it.
Somebody walk 'em over.
I am so sorry, buddy. I did not mean to do that.
You're all
The
good.
only thing I know about when I find my place up north, it's got to have water access to a lake. Because I got to be able to sit and do my fishing and make my bobbers when I'm not looking after the animals and the plants.
Yep.
Because fishing is my vacation. I'm not a vacation person, but I could sit and fish from morning until dusk. And at dusk, I'm going just one more cast, one more cast.
Yep. I love fishing. I've already got my 3-year-old granddaughter casting. She got a little toy fishing pole, but it still it casts.
Yeah.
And so I just spent the day with her showing her how to cast it. And sure enough, by the end of the day, when Mama come home from work, I said, "Look what Athea can do." And she started doing it. And Laura looked at me, "You taught her that?" And I said, "Yes." It don't take long.
No, I taught all three of mine because my ex wouldn't have nothing to do with it. The only 2 times he ever went fishing with us, all he did was yell and scream at them or tell them to go see their mother.
Oh, no.
So all 3 of mine can bait a hook, knot a hook on a line. They can all fillet fish. And 2 of the 3 eat fish, but they all love fishing. Just the oldest one, she'll do any and all of it, but she just won't eat it. I don't know why. But that one there, she's got, so when the fish swallows the hook, she can get her fingers in the gill and down the mouth, and she can maneuver that hook out without damaging that fish.
Wow. That's good. Black Watch, that's not nice. Just saying.
What's that?
Black Watch. He's just joking around.
We went one summer, I took them camping on the long weekend in August, and it was on a lake. and one of the guys there would go out for perch, and they came back with a whole boatload perch for a big fish fry.
Yeah.
And the kids asked Gary, "Can we help?" And he looked at them because at that time they were about 12, 11, and 9. And he goes, "Well, I don't know. You might get in the way." I looked at him. I said, "Gary, they can all clean fish." And he looked at me and he goes, "Really?" And I went, "Yep."
Yeah.
So he gave each one of them a fillet knife, and he watched him. He says, "Dang!" He goes, "Who taught them that?" I said, "I did."
Yeah.
He says, "Anytime I got a load of fish to do," he said, "I'm calling your kids." But the only bad part is they used to like to play with the skeleton after the meat was filleted off because it freaked them out that the fish was still moving its mouth and
Yeah.
with just a skeleton and the inside still there.
That's I like fishing, and I don't mind filleting them, but I don't eat them.
Oh, I love eating them.
I used to, but I'm telling you, somehow, even when you buy a box of fish sticks, I find a bone. The bones find me. Something.
Oh, I don't like buying the fish from the store. I won't eat that. That's disgusting. I'll only eat the stuff we catch.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, when it shouldn't have a bone.
Yeah. I know on my birthday the one year I caught a channel cat, and my son was home from school that day because he had a migraine. He got some really bad,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to go fishing, so he said he was just going to lay down in the back of the SUV, and I said okay. So I was out on the pier. Well, I hooked this fish, and I was fighting it for about 20 minutes maybe. And this guy drove up, and he was just sort of taking pictures of the lake and all the people out on the boat. And I said to him, "Can you go knock on that SUV over there and ask my son to bring the net down, please?" Well, when we finally got it in and got it up, it was 33 inches and it weighed 15 and a half pounds.
Wow.
And the guy says, "You going to eat that?" I said, "Well, here's my problem." I said, "I don't know how to clean catfish." And he said, "Oh, well, that's easy." And he said to me, told me how to do it. And I went, "Really?" So my oldest daughter and I, we took that sucker home. And we got one of those 12-inch spikes, and we nailed that sucker to the tree. And I took the filleting knife and I went around the gills and under the fins there. And then her and I each had a pair of pliers in each hand. And we pulled the skin off, and we got 2 of those 9 by 13 bacon dishes,
Mm-hmm.
just heaped with like 11, 12-inch long fillets that were about an inch and a half thick, no bones. So my son says, "Hey, Mom, can we invite some of my friends over for a fish fry?" And I said, "Well, it's gotta soak in the water for a day and a half in the lemon water to take the muddy taste out.
Yeah.
I soak it in cold water with lemon juice for 12 hours, and then I dump it and redo it once more. And then we battered it." So they had a bunch of their friends over. Half of these kids had never had fish. None of them had ever been fishing.
Oh,
And
wow.
they were like, "I don't know if I'm going to." Well, I only had 4 pieces left out of 2 cans when all these kids left. They ate it all.
They know what it is now.
Well, yeah, they go home and tell their parents, "I want to go fishing. You should see what we had."
Sorry, Black Watch. That fifth person always gets ignored for a while because it's hidden.
Don't take offense. I've been back there for I don't know. I think I was back there 3 hours one time.
We can
Okay,
draw. We can draw
it
on the
wasn't that
chalkboard
damn
back
long,
there.
but no, it was. Yeah, I've been waiting.
I don't look at private chat either. And that's when I saw Blackwatch put that. Oops. Oh well. Well, guys, I'm going to close down early tonight because,
People need some rest after yesterday.
yes.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
it was a long one last night, but it
Yeah.
was such a good conversation. I didn't want it to end. I really enjoyed that. I had a lot of questions and kind of got some answered. And
I think what was so exhausting was all those trolls that started at Liberties and then they came here and
yes,
then they went to Tins and then somebody told me that they went to Rescues afterwards.
yes,
Yeah.
they did.
I never made it to Rescues. My eyes slammed shut at the end of Tins. I don't even think I saw the very end of Tin.
All
Well,
right, Bonnie, y'all. I love y'all. I love you,
Night,
Love
Shane.
you too,
Crystal.
Crystal.
I love everyone in chat. I'll probably see y'all in other chats. So,
Yep.
bon voyage till then, my lady.
Okay. Love you, Crystal.
Love
Night,
you.
Crystal.
You
Have a
take
good.
care. You take care, Shane, and get some rest, please.
No, I'm going to try because trust me, after me and Bonnie's last night, yeah, I was beat. I still am.
Popcorn for backstage.
And then I had to
Yeah.
get up and go to work. Not to go to work, but I had to get my guys out to work. And I want to tell you, I was whooped.
Good night, everybody in chat. Love and prayers to everybody. Be safe. Anybody that's around the storms
Yes.
or the fires, Shane.
Keep them in prayer. Yeah.
Yeah, the fires
Storms,
they
fires.
went south. They all went south. The wind changed and pushed them south, so I was pretty good.
Good.
Now
Okay,
my
so
brother's
now
house may not have been.
Shane, you should look into seeing if you got any of those natural supplement stores or wellness stores around you because they have a lot of really good natural stuff for anxiety and blood pressure, and it doesn't have side effects.
Yeah, we got one in Liberal, Kansas, and I've had a bunch of people send me a bunch of crap, and I've been taking it. I'm gonna tell you, it's been helping.
Yeah,
It's been helping.
it doesn't cause side effects and it doesn't cause other issues within your body like all the chemical stuff that the
Well,
pharmaceutical companies produce.
I hate petroleum. Yeah, I hate petroleum drugs.
Because most of them do damage to other organs so that you need more pills which do more damage, and that's
Oh
not a
yeah,
cycle.
Yep.
oh yeah. I've been through that. Trust me. That's why I got off them the last time. Went
And
5
that's
years without them.
well that's like the number one reason why I said no to chemo, right? Because I knew how my body handles chemicals,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't have made it if I'd have taken any of that
That'd
No,
be me. I want
because I have such a severe reaction to pharmaceuticals.
Yep.
I gotta be very careful of what I take because I have a reverse, like steroids. Everybody says, "Oh yeah, you'll be ready to get up and go clean a house and be ready to do all this crap." I sat there in a chair and went to sleep right after they give me the damn shot. And they figured out right quick that, yeah, my body has a reverse reaction to these chemical drugs.
Yep.
I do not like them.
Yeah. And see, there were 5 people in our family that were diagnosed after me, and they all chose the other route, and they were all gone in a year or less from their diagnosis.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Because it's that crap that kills you. It's not what you have.
Yeah, it destroys everything. It's not it doesn't go after one thing, it destroys everything.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I don't. I've always felt that way.
And I gotta say, when I saw that list that Hawk shared from the NIH,
Yes.
I'm having a pretty hard time today. Sorry if I said something. My daughter's got 4 operations waiting. She had her hand in a sling. Now they're going to have to cut her from wrist to armpit for that.
Mm.
It's never ending.
I'm sorry to hear that, Black Watch.
I don't know.
What's her name?
I call her Mick. It's Michelle. She doesn't like Mick. That's why I call her that, I guess. I don't know.
We'll keep her in our prayers too.
I've lost count of what she has to have done. Well, I just don't. And then I heard this from my ex the other day. I don't know. Doesn't seem anything is getting done here, They're taking people in. So I don't know. However, unlike some in here, my dad had, I went racing, called home on the Tuesday, he had a stroke, a brain stroke. He was gone within months, and my mom, dementia, really only took about 2 months. They were both in hospital, so, there's that.
Wow.
and the hardest part with it now is now we know that everything they've been doing to us for decades is a vast cause of most of this.
Yes, it is. That is exactly right.
Everything they've been doing to the air, and I don't know if I told you, Delora O'Brien did a show the couple days ago, and the title of it started with Clarence Thomas, and she lists on there all the poisons that have been put in our hygiene products, our cleaning products, our foods, our drinks, our toothpaste, the air, and the list is unbelievable. I knew they were messing with us on just about every level, between what they're spraying on the foods when they're growing them, to genetically modifying crap that causes other crap. But the list that she had was mind-blowing.
Did somebody not say a while back about their parents' 50th anniversary?
Yeah, my mom died 3 months before their 50th.
Can I ask how old she was?
When she passed, she was 84.
Come October would have been my 50th anniversary.
Oh.
Would have been, but I just made me do the math,
Yeah, it's hard because it broke my dad's heart. I thought both of my parents came from Scotland. They both immigrated here, and when they came here, they were told they had to have a sponsor, and if they got in any legal trouble, they would be deported back to their own country. And it don't work like that around here, hasn't for decades. But that was the rules when they came to Canada.
Yeah.
And both of them said they wanted to go home to Scotland when they passed. So I promised that I would make sure that they got back to Scotland. Well, my mom's cousin, who was born only a week apart from my mom, she took my mom's ashes home because I tried to get my dad to do it, and you would have thought I was stabbing him literally in the heart. His reaction was, if I'd have
Oh,
tried to force him to do that, he would have died on the spot.
Where
sorry,
was
but
where
y'all,
was
I didn't know that.
where was home? Glasgow, Edinburgh,
Yeah, my dad was born in Dumbarton, which was just outside of Glasgow.
Dumbarton. Yeah.
And his mom was born, raised, and died there, so she was considered a daughter of the rock.
Yeah.
And then my mom came from Uchtermuckbee, Fife in Falkland.
My mom told me. My
I'm gonna
dad
take
volunteered.
care of it.
My mama
Sorry.
told me. Sorry.
When I end shift, I'm gonna let y'all take care of everything. Go ahead, Bob. Sorry.
No, but I agree with her. I was. I hit the wrong button. I was checking that moon something and was created at April 22nd this year, and but you got it. So. No, my mom told me they were married for over 3 years before she could understand my grandfather's brogue, Scottish brogue.
Yeah, I used to have friends come over and say, I love your parents' accent. Well, I didn't hear it because I grew up with it, right?
Mm.
So I didn't notice it. But my aunts and uncles that were here, I could hear it in them because I wasn't around them all the time.
Mm.
But I couldn't hear it in my own parents. And everybody said how much they loved their accent.
Yeah, he died in '46. So when just before or after my dad was discharged officially. There's no record for him. He died at home. There's no death certificate on file. But anyway, you know.
Wow. All right, y'all.
Okay, Bonnie. Thank
I'm
you
gonna
very much for
close it
having
up.
me. Shane,
Thank you
you
for
take
coming up,
care.
Chris.
Blackwatch, you take care. Everybody in chat, love and prayers to everybody. Be safe.
Thank
We'll
you.
Same to you,
see you
brother.
again tomorrow, probably.
You
Yes.
as well.
You do the same.
Okay, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. 11 o'clock. 2.5 hours. That's good. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for coming in. Sorry we didn't play any trivia. Seems everybody just needed to talk and get some stuff out. Love y'all. Thank you, mods. I know it's been busy. Y'all are much appreciated. Everyone have a blessed night. Good night. Oh, good night, Blackwatch.